Hello everyone. Before diving into today's topic, we want to take a moment to thank you for your support. Every like, comment, and subscription truly makes a difference and helps this channel grow. If you enjoy our content and don't want to miss the next videos, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to receive all updates. Who are we really? Are we just a collection of moving atoms? Or is there something greater, something invisible yet real, hidden behind our sense of existence? Imagine for a moment that consciousness is not confined to your head, but is written into the very fabric of the universe. A quantum echo that vibrates among the stars and within each of our cells. Today, we will explore a shocking hypothesis, that consciousness and gravity may be two faces of the same cosmic reality. What if consciousness, this mysterious sense of I, this elusive spark that makes us aware of being, is not just an epiphenomenon, a side effect of synapses firing and electrochemical impulses? What if instead it is something deeper, older, perhaps even more fundamental than the laws we believe govern the universe? Imagine for a moment that the secret of consciousness does not lie in the complex neural circuits of our cerebral cortex, but elsewhere. In something that goes beyond biochemistry and neurology. In something that challenges the foundations of classical physics, something that pulses at the very heart of reality, gravity. For centuries, humans have pondered the mystery of consciousness. Ancient philosophers called it the soul. Mystics identified it with the divine breath, while modern neuroscientists observe it through brain scans and electric impulses. But no theory has yet definitively explained what it is. Is it merely an evolutionary illusion, a useful fiction created by natural selection? Or does it represent something essential, a constitutive principle of the universe itself, as real and inescapable as gravity, time, or light? In recent decades, a revolutionary theory has started gaining ground. It is bold, almost heretical in the traditional scientific landscape, but fascinating in its coherence. Supported by brilliant minds like physicist and Nobel Prize winner Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff, this theory suggests that consciousness does not originate in the brain, but manifests through the brain thanks to quantum phenomena linked, precisely to gravity. A powerful hypothesis that unites two of the most mysterious forces of existence. Consciousness, still one of the greatest enigmas of science and philosophy, and quantum gravity, the missing key to uniting general relativity and quantum mechanics. What makes this theory even more intriguing is the idea that subjective experience, the feeling of being oneself, of perceiving, of existing in time, could stem from quantum phenomena occurring inside microtubules, tiny cylindrical structures found in neurons. These structures, long considered mere mechanical support elements of cells, might actually be natural quantum antennas, capable of processing information beyond the limits of classical chemistry. Each microtubule is formed by spiral chains of tubulin, a protein which, according to the Orch orchestrated objective reduction hypothesis, would be able to exist in simultaneously superimposed states, a fundamental principle of quantum physics. But what makes this phenomenon extraordinary is that these oscillations are not chaotic but coherent, like instruments playing in harmony, producing a quantum symphony inside our brain. According to Penrose and Hameroff, when these vibrations reach a certain threshold, influenced by the gravity exerted by the involved masses, an objective collapse of the wave function occurs, a collapse that is not random but orchestrated. This moment would mark the very act of conscious perception, the transition from potential to real, from possible to experienced. It is as if, in every instant, a cosmic choice takes place within us. A break in quantum neutrality that generates meaning, presence, consciousness. But what does all this imply? If consciousness is not simply a secondary effect of matter, if instead it is rooted in quantum dynamics that defy the linearity of time and the locality of space, then we are facing a dizzying paradigm shift. Consciousness might not be confined to the brain, nor limited by our biology. It could be a diffuse field, a fundamental property of the universe itself, like the gravitational or electromagnetic field. It could exist in every point of spacetime, in every hidden fold of reality. This opens up questions that until recently were considered mere metaphysical speculation. If consciousness arises from non-local quantum processes, can it exist independently of the physical body? Can it survive biological death, as an informational form or free quantum vibration? And if so, what does it mean to die? And what does it really mean to be? These reflections no longer belong only to spirituality or philosophy. More and more scientists are questioning the possibility of a cosmic consciousness, a principle of awareness that permeates everything, like an invisible fabric that connects stars, cells, and thoughts. If gravity is involved in conscious processes, then every mass, every celestial body, could be part of a gigantic perception network. And our brain, with its microtubules, could function as a sort of quantum receiver, tuned to the frequency of universal consciousness. In this scenario, we are not mere passive observers. We are active participants, co-creators of reality. Every thought, every emotion, every conscious decision would be a micro-collapse, a tiny inner Big Bang that helps determine the universe itself. The brain thus becomes a point of convergence between the tangible and the invisible. A place where quantum information condenses into perception. Where the universe, through humans, through each of us, becomes aware of itself. Our gaze, our awareness, are not mere epiphenomena. They are the reflection of a cosmos that questions itself, discovers itself, reinvents itself. Perhaps we really are, as the philosopher Teilhard de Chardin suggested, the phenomenon of matter becoming conscious of itself. Quantum eyes through which the universe contemplates itself. Point-like consciousnesses floating in an invisible ocean of possibilities. And each of our choices, each awareness, is but a heartbeat of being. A moment in which the mystery of existence peers into the world and reveals itself.